Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Halkhan does FTB Horizons Daybreaker episode 6. Today we're going to work on, what are we going to work on? We're going to work on power. Actually, I've already started. And then we're also going to work on wireless power or remote power, because I like to do things away from my base and have power. One of the things I'd also like to do is create an ender quarry or two. See how that goes. So let me give you a look around to what we've accomplished. First of all, you must be familiar with this room by now. This is my EE generation room. And I've added a nice little light here. And as you can see, I got extra pipe here and an extra condenser. So what I'm doing in this table, I'm taking some of the double compressed cobblestone and I'm sending it through this transfer node to the condenser. The condenser is making coal, right? And it's pushing the coal through that wall. Well, what's over through the wall? Let's go find out. So I go into this other room, I added the space. You'll see advanced generators. I have a syngas producer and I have a steel turbine. Hey, I need to fix that. You need light. There. So, if we look at this machine, you can see it's producing, it's consuming about 100 to 200 carbon per tick, alright? And it's producing, what is that, 2 to 4 syngas per tick, buckets per tick? Millibuckets. And it's sending that gas across here to this machine, which is making 2800 RF a tick. It has 14 turbines, steel. That's pretty cool. And it's actually saved up, it's at 112 million out of 125 because of all the capacitors that I have in there. And there you have it. That's going to be our power. Now, excuse me, what I'd like to do is I'd like to take this power and send it to my ender quarry, which I want to create. And that's what we'll be working on next, is a way to transfer the power and an ender quarry. So let me get to work on that, and once I've got something to show you, we'll BRBs. Okay, we're back. And what we're working on is we are making burnt quartz blocks. And we're going to try to make a QED. QED is made with iVendors, crafting tables, ender-infused obsidian, and a diamond-etched computational matrix, which is made up of diamonds, ender-infused obsidian, and burnt quartz blocks. And that's what we're going to make now. So we've got 3. I almost have 4. We'll need 1 of those, 4 of those. Alright, 4 of these spread around the corners. 1 of that in the center. Bam. Got that. Now I should have everything I need except for, I'll just make 1 here, because it's here. Yep. We'll do that. We'll do this. You now have a QED. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. But while we're making the QED, or while we're figuring that out, let's go ahead and make the Enderflux crystals. So I will make 4 of them, I suppose. So I mean 4 eyes of Ender and 16. Do I have enough? 16 infused obsidian? I don't have enough. So we'll make 3. So it'll be 12. And then I need more Ender pearls. 1, 2, 3. Those, that's blaze powder. And then 1, 2, 3 of those. Right, and we'll do this, that. We now have 3 of these. And then we're going to go, I think it was that, 3 of those. Alright, where to put this cool thing? That's not a good spot for you. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Miss. How do you think I should put it? I've got that. believe this room expands into there, so that's a bad spot. Stairs down, although I do have this platform down here. You know what? I think we can put it right in here. This will be a good spot for it. Oh, that's the outdoors. Well, that's not cool. Here. We're just going to do that for now until I can get that figured out. That there, I've got 3, so I'll go 1, 2, 3 for now. Okay, QED. Now, what we're going to need next is we're going to be making a node for remote power. They're called transfer energy nodes. And it takes a good bit of stuff to make these. I need this breadth first search upgrade, some gold, and transfer nodes. Okay, so I've got all of these in my table for EE, but not this. Unfortunately, this takes a bit of work. I need speed upgrades, which I have in there. I don't have this, but I have all of that, and I can technically put that in my table, but I'm not going to do it right now. Alright, so I need 3, 4, and 2. So let's go ahead and type in speed. I can't type. SPEE 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. No, 4 redstone blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's a block of gold. We'll just take the block of gold, toss it in here. Alright, now let's go back and look at this. Okay, that should work. Alright, let's go in here. Pop that open there, that there, that there. See if we can make this. I have 3 of these. Alright, now, got 3 of these. I'm going to need more speed and more of those. Look at this again. Yes. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those. 2 speed. SPEE 1, 2. Okay, I should have enough to make this. Let's see, pop that in here, and there. Bam. 3 of these. Got 2 of those left over. Alright, so now we need 4 transfer nodes. So we're going to make a pair of these. So we're going to get 8 and 4. I've got the gold in there already. So we need transfer nodes. TRA. 4. 4. Alright, go in here. Pop this open. Oh, we're not doing that in there. And then go find the QED. Just down here. And then we put that like that. That like that. And what do we fail? Gold, which I don't have here. Forgot it. Forgot the gold. Alright, no problem. Got the gold here. 8. What do I need? 8 for 2. And go. Cool. Now that's working. That's what we wanted to do. It's going to take it a while to make both of those. So while we're waiting for that, I could talk about the next part. The next thing we're going to create, let's see if I can get this right, transceiver. See if I can see it here. There it is. So we need the Ender transmitter and the Ender receiver. So I'll just type in Ender and get both of them up there. Oh, that was real useful. They should be next to each other on this table. So here's one, Ender transmitter, Ender receiver. We need to make one of each. So one can transmit the power and the other one can receive it. These are made in QEDs. We've got all this stuff. So I need redstone torches. Let's see, actually I might actually actually have all this in this table. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. What does the other one take? Okay, the other one doesn't take the torches. 2. Alright, so we needed those. And... okay. Do I have any of that crystal in here? I do. Take a bit of that. I shall take this one. Are these made in the QED? They are. And they are. Ender Pearl. Let's grab a few of them. Alright, take one more last peek. Got those. Okay, I'm going to need one red stone. I think it's finished cooking. Alright. Take these out. Let's see if it'll let me do it. It's not going to. So 5, 3, and 1. That's cooking. The other one is going to be 5, 2, and 2. Alright, hurry up. 5, 2, and 2. And then we're going to need to use an anvil to make sure that they have the same name. Ender Quarry is going to be a little bit more work, right? Which is right here. Not a problem. Not a problem. The endothermic pumps, it's going to take a little bit, but we've got all that. Let's see. How do you go back a page? Is it backspace? It is backspace. And then these are the fun ones, because I'm going to need these magical wood. The magical wood, I'm going to need a lot of enchanting. That's going to take me some time. I'll do that off camera. It's okay, so we've got both of these. We're going to name these. Okay, we have the receiver. Put it in there. And then we're going to make this Quarry. Right? Costs 5 levels. It's called Ender_Quarry. And now they're a matched pair. Alright. So that one will send, the one will send to the other. Alright. So that's where we are with creating the remote power. Now, let's try this. Go over here. There's our node. You can stack these. You can create multiples if you wanted to. When you stack them, it allows more power to be transmitted through them. So we're going to go ahead and put this right there. Okay, you can see it turned red. It's got the red circle around it, which means in theory, it's receiving power. All right, so now we're going to take this transmitter and we're going to put it in there. All right, it's holding 10,000 RF. It has one connection, and it has that. Once we get the other side set up, I don't have any other machines that would show you how it works. Once we get the other side set up, then we'll have power. We're back, and we are making an Ender Quarry. So what we've got so far is we have a really loud sound. Let me turn that down real quick. Sound. That seems about reasonable. There you go. Okay. So we've got 2 ender fused obsidian, and we have a sapling. We're currently making 4 of these burnt quartz crystals. So our pattern calls for another one of these etched diamond things. So we'll go 1, 2. Wait a minute, that's not right. Hold on. Yes, it is. Bam. That. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! There it is. Pop that in here with the others and go to the next one. How about a diamond pickaxe? So get that out of the way because we can just do that. Going right there. Cost me 3 diamonds. Open, says me. Back to this. So I need to do these 2 and these 2. 2 endothermic pumps and 2 ender core. Endothermic pump. Fused obsidian. We can do these. I need to make 2 of them. Exciting stuff. I can tell. Alright, that goes like there, 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 2, 3, 4. Put 2 of those in. 2 diamonds on top, pickaxe. 1, pickaxe, lava, water, 2 of those. Take these, put them in there. Okay, we're back. And we have 7 of these. We need 1 more of the magical block things. So let's go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that part first. I added this extra enchanting table so it'd be away from all the extra books so I could get level 1s. Save some levels. I know, awesome. All I did was just go downstairs. Oops. I just went downstairs into the cave and beat up on rocks and things until I got the levels I needed. I think we decided I needed 32 levels. I got that and then some. You can see I've got 6 levels left. Okay, do I have any gold? I do not have any gold. I'm going to need 4 gold bars. And there's 4 of those. And then we're going to need a bookcase or bookshelf. Whatevs. There you go. Corners. And these are going to be put in between. And there you go. We got 8 of these. And then Ender Quarry. Ah, there it is. Alright, I'm trying to make these. 4 Ender Obsidian and 2 of those is. I don't think I have those, do I? 2 Ender Pearls. 1, 2. I only have 5 of these. They don't have a value. I need to make some more. Not a big deal. 2 of those. Go ahead and make those real quick. Okay. Now we need to have 5. They make in 4s. Oops, wrong one. So I need obsidian. Bleh. Typing is a challenge. 2, 3, 4. I need 8. So 4 and 5 will give me 9. And then I'm going to need 4 Ender Pearl, or 8 Ender Pearl. And that should give me everything I need to make an Ender Quarry. So now we've got these. And oops. Okay, so these usually go here. That. 2 of those. Go in here, pick up all this fun stuff. Come back in here. Pop it in there. That did not work. See if I can remember this. 1, 2, diamond chest. Blah, blah, blah. These 2 things are here. These 2 things are here. And this is there. Boom. 1 Ender Quarry. I'm bad. Alright. Alchemical chest. I don't think I have made one of those yet. So I want to make a large alchemical chest to export stuff into, because I don't have a sorting system set up yet, and I want to set this thing up and start collecting ores. And then I'm going to have to set up so I can filter out dirt and sand and rock and other things I don't want. Have it go to the trash. Basically anything I can create with EE, I don't want. This is stuff that I can't create with EE, or the stuff that is extremely valuable EE, like diamonds. I'll keep those. Emeralds, I keep those. Just because they're worth so much, it's just silly to throw them away until I have just more than I can deal with. What is this? That is flint. But right there, it looks like a ghost. Anyway. So, alchemical chest. Alright. we want to get the non-sorting ones. We want to do a large. It's 8 minimum dust in a chest. Pff, that's a piece of cake. Minimum. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those in a chest. There's the chest. Now we need something to burn it with. So this plank will do. Put it in here. The chest in first. That, I might as well throw that in there. Get in there. And we have a large alchemical chest. Now, I don't know if I can export directly into a large alchemical chest. We're going to try it. I'm not going to worry about getting the other stuff I need. We're just going to place it on top. The next thing we're going to need to make this work is we need to go back to extra utilities, because I don't think I've made any yet. Alright, wait for my computer to catch up with my typing. We need to make 3 of these ender markers. So it's going to need 6 infused obsidian and 3 ender pearls. Okay, well, we need to make 2 more sets. Obsid. 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay. 2 of these. And put those in the center. Across. Got a lot of those. Then we need 3 more ender pearls. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to start the process. Oh, fail. The QED. Put the 3 here. Okay, that'll take a minute. We'll have 3 of those. That's going to allow us to build our boundaries without having to use a ton of fence. Piece of cake. Alright. What am I going to do here? This does not have a value, but it is blue power. So, any other blue power stuff in here? Do not see any. I'm going to sort this into the correct area. There you go. Okay, we should have 1. Except I went the wrong way. Down here. Maybe 2 is almost done. 2 is almost done. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to travel out to a distance. We're going to set up in the quarry with the power node, and it's going to pump directly into the alchemical chest, in theory. And I will set up a sorting system. I haven't thought this through at all. I just know I need one. I don't know what parts I'm going to use yet. We'll get to that. And then I'm going to have to find a way to get the stuff to my base, which means we're probably going to use ender chests to make moving things really easy long distances. Okay, got these 3 things. But I think to start, we're just going to worry about getting the ender chest up and working. Our ender chest, the ender quarry. And I need a time. Okay, it's night. I don't really want to go outside. And the time. That's right. The time. I mean the nighttime. We want to go out in the time. The daytime. All right. Let's see. Should I teleport somewhere? Well, I found 2 gravitational anomalies. We'll be using them eventually. Okay, we're going to go to this town. I already got a teleporter there. And we'll just set up a thing to get what we want. Which way should we go? Well, I'll go down to the most lowest level that I can get and still be able to put my doohickeys out. You like that? My doohickeys. the markers. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, and I don't know how fast it's going to work, but I'll tell you what I know. It's going to be cool if it works. Alright, so we've got some gravel here. This looks like a good spot to set up shop. By George. That was stupid. It wasn't entirely stupid. I just need a block. Hey, look, I got a block. Alright. Escape. There we go. Where'd you go? There you go. Alright, we're going to put a marker here. Alright, what do we know about this marker? It's level 63 on the Y coordinate. Okay. And it is on 311. So 63, 311. Okay, let's go do this. See if I can sprint. There we go. 63, 311. So we're going to come over here. And we're at 64. And 311 is like this way. Alright. There's 311. Alright. And then 63, 311. Okay. You see that little flash of purple? It made connection. Now that's the thing. Now the hard part begins. We have to take this and we have to go into the side of the mountain or over the water. And we could probably avoid a lot of extra crud if we go out over the water. However, I can't fly and I'll have to build I'd have to build a way to go up. Okay, so we'll do it this way. So what do we know about this square? I am at 1506, 63. Okay. So let me get this thing here back to single. We'll just go straight and keep it in the same level. I'm using this pick because it's good at taking down dirt quickly. And I don't know when I'm going to hit something else, like a rock. And okay, there we go. We'll place it right here. Boom, made connection. Now, if we go back to the end of Quarry, it's not really that far. That's okay. This is more of an experiment. Okay, so both directions you can see, I'm getting little purple lines both directions. If I click on it, right click on it, it should tell me the bottom left successfully established boundaries. Okay, next thing. Ender Quarry, the larger chemical chest on top. Don't know if it's going to work. And the transfer node. Now the transfer node should work because it's both the extra utilities. Let's find out. I have connectivity. I don't have any power, at least not until I go blam. And hopefully I have power. I don't have power. I don't have power. See, this is why we can't have nice things. Oh man, why are you not working? You're named into Quarry. Oh, public and private. I wonder if that's the issue here. Hold on. Set to private. Does it work now? Here's skeleton trying to sneak up on me. No, it does not. So it's set to private spectrum, me. Frequency, it has a name. It should be transferring power, and it is not. And it's connected to an extra utilities item, so it hates me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our base. Bam. We're going to take a look at the other one. It might be something that has to do with like logging out, logging into the server, or something silly like that. So maybe this one isn't quite working like it's supposed to, and we'll take it out and put it back in. Alright, this one says it has power. It's public spectrum. I'm going to change that. Bam. So I just right click in the air and see at the bottom it says set to private. So now we'll go back in here. We'll do this. And it says it's got energy. Has this got any kind of fluctuation going? does not. So this doesn't have a problem transferring the power. So we need to make a power cable that can transfer the power to the node. I've kind of seen this before and using this item. Doesn't mean the fix is easy or that it will work. So we're going to go into mechanism and get a power cable. They are called basic thingies. Basic universal cable. So it's not difficult to make. I don't know if I have any. I might. But I just need 2 steel and a redstone. Did I put steel in here? I did. 2 steel and a redstone. And that'll give me enough to do this thing. Redstone. 2 steel. Okay. Got 8 of these. Let's go try connecting this. Oops, wrong button. Connect to first town. Oh, did you see that? I saw something that flashed down below on the ground when I teleported in. It was awesome, man. Okay, it's over here along the shore. We lost our ability to sprint because, probably because I'm starving. Do I have any food? I do. Potatoes. Let's get some potatoes. Get some nourishment. Sorry for eating in front of you. Okay, we're full. See? Yummy. You got power now? You do not. I better not use that one. I should use this one. Alright. Okay. Hey, it says it scanned blocks. Hey, it was working! And I broke it. Oh, die. What a noob. What a noob. Alright, get back on there. Alright. Get back in there. Scanning. Yes. Blocks. It's actually moving quite well. It's going to take a while for this chest to fill up. So, how am I going to do this? I'm going to need to set up a filter. So I'm going to have that chest push into a... This chest is going to push into a ender chest. And I'll have it pull to the other side in the ender chest and go through a filter system. So let me go ahead and start working on that logic and how that will work. And then once I've got a plan in place, I'll BRBs. Okay, we're back. And we're just about out of time today. So what I want to do real quick before we end this episode is I want to make a couple of ender chests. I'm going to need them for my filtering process. So let's type in ender C. And there's the ender chest. We need blaze rods, wool, obsidian, chest, and an ender pearl. Let's go ahead and grab this stuff. There's some wool. Alright. And ender pearls. A couple of those. Blaze rods. I believe we have them in here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple of chests. The wool, and the pearl, the 4 things. It's 1, it's 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing something. Obsidian. Oh, obsidian. Obsidian's been coming in really handy. Oops. Can't type. 2, 3, 4. Alright, that should give me enough to make 2. Okay. So these go here. There. Just there. The wool is on top. And I believe these will come out pre-stamped black because I used the black wool on top. So I'm going to need more blaze rods. I didn't get enough. There we go. Oh, hit the wrong button. Ah, just a little laggy. Get in there, and bam. Now we have 2 chests. Let me place it for you real quick so you can see what it looks like. Because of how I made it, it won't place on the floor. There it is. Okay, it came across with 3 black channels because I made it with black wool. So this one will be different than any others that I make. And since it's for the end of Quarry, that's a good thing for me. There you go. So what we do, I'll kind of tell you what I've been thinking. This room is going to get changed. How? It's a secret. When we come back for our next episode, I'll be working on this room. The filtration system that I want to build, or how I'm going to filter items coming into here, I'm going to need more space. So, I'm not exactly sure. It's going to be bigger. I need more space in here, and that's what we're going to do. So, we're out of time for today. I hope you enjoyed this show. I hope you enjoyed how I have set up an Ender Quarry and how we've built it, and how we're going to, I don't know, discuss future filtration needs to get all these items into a nice collection of boxes and chests and stuff. And anyway, be sure to check the like thingy. Tell your friends that you saw an awesome video by Halkhan, and I will see you next time on Halkhan Does Horizons Daybreaker Season 2. Bye, everybody.